That's what I was actually looking for on Knower.
Why do we celebrate the anniversary of an assassination? 15 years ago, in the middle of a plague that nearly destroyed Dunwall, a paid killer assaulted the palace where I was born and stabbed my mother in the heart.
Whoa, a campaign we just did!
In the aftermath, the men who sent the assassin tried to use me as a pawn in a game of power. They would have succeeded, but my father, Corvo Attano, hunted them down and cut their conspiracy to pieces. All these years later, am I the ruler my mother wanted me to be? Now, we face a new crisis. A monster the papers are calling the Crown Killer has been picking off my enemies and dressing it up like my father and I are responsible. I don't know whether to get on a ship and sail to the opposite side of the world, or to have everyone around me executed.
Oh, well, Emily, I don't think we should do the latter there. Yep. He hit the Empress and him, yeah, they were into each other.
Watch your step, Majesty.
I'm not looking.
He was just a guard,
the
but yeah, the Empress was into him. Is the short of it. I believe they covered that in the books, which I never read.
There, you're ready.
Thank you, Alexei. Open the doors.
Like the Corroded Man, I think it was called. I think they mentioned it over the wiki. But no, I'm surprised he's not an Emperor in this one. I mean, you can do that as an ending if you play him.
Emily Caldwin.
Loyal subjects, we're going through a difficult time, but today we honor my mother, the late Jessamine Caldwin. May her memory survive through the ages.
Emily.
You look tired, Father.
Every year, I think the anniversary of Jessamine's death will be easier.
I know, right?
I wish Mother was still the Empress.
Luckily, we have a wiki, even though it's fandom, so there's that.
Don't worry about the rabble-rousers.
And also, Corvo, you talk now.
Crown Killer, eventually.
You sound like Garrett from Thief.
But these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect me.
Now, this one I'm more rusty than Dishonored 1. Also because they also changed some of the mechanics.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Especially considering I also played this on controller.
You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage. The ceremony will be over soon.
Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago.
You know they could have, but a whole assassination plot kind of put a thing in there.
Your Majesty, before we begin the day's observance...
Yeah, Dark. I might actually do Dark Project, whatchamacallit, one of these instant summers.
Ramsey says the Duke.
Once I'm done with Arcane and stuff,
gifts.
Arcane catalog right
That's
now,
intriguing.
I'll definitely look into that.
Duke of Serkonos.
Especially because I also have to mod it to get to work too. Key fix and all that.
Amazing.
What is this, Ramsey? I didn't.
Funny enough,
those
those little soldiers are probably more than inspired by the Metal Age of Thief,
Your Imperial Majesty,
given how much they are influenced by Thief.
Corvo Attano, a native of our homeland. Serkonos offers condolences on this sorrowful day, and gifts to remind you of our nation, the rising star on the southern horizon.
We thank you, Your Grace.
Save your thanks. For now, I give you the greatest gift of all, family. I present the lost
Now, since we
sister of
kind of
Jessamine
did actually just do a
Caldwin, the
DLC
rightful empress,
that covered that,
Delilah Caldwin.
Impossible.
My mother.
somehow she returned.
My dearest niece, hello.
It's not true.
My father was Emperor Euhorn Jacob Caldwin, and Jessamine was my younger sister.
And Euhorn technically is the original
At the time of death,
emperor,
I wasn't ready
who
to
also
make myself
died.
known to you, and I was forced to leave Dunwall.
Honestly, knowing the outsider, yeah,
If you
makes
really
sense.
are
Even
my
though
mother's
I did hint
sister,
he does have his
You're
favorites.
welcome to stay as long as you like.
Little sparrow, blackened by bad memories, I'm here to relieve you of your crown. My father.
The irony is, at the start of this, Emily doesn't even want the crown because she just keeps going off.
Emily Caldwin is the daughter of Empress Jessamine Caldwin.
Chill on the rooftops, doesn't even want the stuff.
Royal
Which,
Protector.
again, I don't blame
How
her.
naive to think you could get away with these murders. Living in my palace has protected you.
One playthrough I never did in this, though, is actually whatchamacallits.
Hear me, all of you. Your rightful empress has returned.
All
The no
hail
power
the
playthrough.
Empress Delilah,
And also,
first of her name.
I need to
Arrest Emily Caldwin and her father for the Crown Killer murder.
I need to change something too on here. And Corvo killing people, which he should not be doing.
Your sword can't still my heart.
I'm going to let this cutscene play out while I change some things around. Give me just a minute. I have to do all the thing on the phone real quick. There we go. And anything else? Done. Title should now be updated. Yep. Delilah. That's a typo. Delilah. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now we got. Now we fixed the typo. Now we're good. And yes, I am going Emily for this playthrough. Mainly because, yes, well, Corvo's great for nostalgia and his powers and all that stuff. No offense, I may like the voice actor, but it's not as good as if you play Emily, surprisingly, in this. Because it's more themed on her.
Perhaps someday you'll see me as the mother you lost. But until then, you'll be kept out of trouble.
I'll lock Lady Emily in her chambers, then I'll bring her to Coldridge Prison until her trial.
Oh no, not Coldridge again.
My father lost it all when I was a boy, so now I wear this uniform.
And also, I do recommend it. The story is definitely not as like top-notch as Dishonored 1, but the gameplay and the levels are amazing on Nowhere.
Captain Ramsey, I heard shouting. Lady Emily, what happened?
That'll be all, Captain Mayhew.
No!
That's the royal protector.
It is also hinted that there's a romance between the two, I believe.
Folds in half.
Between Emily and her. Who just died. The person who just died. It has been a hot minute, but I think there's like a paper in here.
There's a legend in the Tower Guard about the Empress's last resort, a safe room inside your chambers holding enough gold to buy a good-sized island. They say that this ring is one of the only 2 keys to exist.
Guess who has the other key?
What happened? Alexei. The throne room. Father.
And also, I do love those. Wait till we get a Clockwork Mansion, one of my
Nothing I can do
favorites.
alone. I need to get out of here.
No, nothing, just politics there. And here's the gameplay. It's actually something that's different here. We face yet another murderer. Oh no, not again. I'm blaming Corvo for this. Okay. Emily, stop. There we are. Yep, there we are. But I'm just showing a little bit of the gameplay before.
Ramses are gonna be back in fashion in Dunwall. You'd be smart to remember that.
These bastards are working with Ramsey and the Duke of Serkonos.
Now, we have no power right now. Yet. It isn't until we get the hell out of here we get that. The question is, do I reject the power?
How many times have I looked at that skyline?
But I actually don't want to do that because the powers are the main selling point and the fun part about it. And I went the wrong way. And a personal playthrough, I would. And apparently you do get some unique changes by doing that too. Aside from achievements.
Delilah is some sort of witch. How is this possible?
Because somehow Delilah returned.
Lady Emily, you're all right. I was worried.
Let me look. I need to get money first. Okay, we're good.
Where's the Royal Protector?
There's a coup underway. My father is... he's in prison.
Oh, and also the soundtrack is also a lot better in this too.
Got to get out of the tower. Through your safe room. There was a captain earlier today down at the docks. Looking for the Royal Protector. Find her. Get out of Dunwall.
Alexei, I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Now, there's a bonus for doing, whatchamacallit. For doing that New Game Plus playthrough. Which is something I actually have not personally done too much of. And also a reason to actually play the second time round again. That first playthrough I just overwrote was actually my New Game Plus playthrough a long time ago that I never finished. I mean, I'll try. Another thing they added is more interaction with the environment.
Emily, I know times are hard. You're the ruler of 4 nations. And I won't
Wait,
pretend
4
I
nations?
understand the pressure you're under. Only you and your mother before you could know what that's like. Whoever's killing off your enemies is doing so for calculated effect. Undermining us. I do know what it's like to be blamed for murders you didn't commit.
I mean,
Trust me,
yes, you do, Corvo. You just got this, and you're probably gonna get it twice if I was playing you.
And they'll pay. Tomorrow is the anniversary of her death. A sad day for sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna go try what you asked, Unknower. But I just want to save something first.
I want you to remember all that's happened over the last 15 years.
Pretty much. Oh, what's this?
The throne.
Let's see.
You've done what you thought was right.
There is a map of some things I would wish we could see. You said you wanted me to try and throw them out, right? Oh, and there's a ship I need to go on, too. Where'd the body go? Okay, I still have it. Okay. Oh, there they go. I mean, yeah, technically. What I do want to try, though... Oh, no, it's not going to be possible. I can't do the Goomba stomps. I'm just saving it right here in case I do actually get chaos from this, which would sound stupid, because I didn't kill these guys. Anything over here? No. But yeah, in terms of gameplay, I actually like this one actually a lot more. Mainly because the powers are freaking fun you can do with. And look at this, I can carry him backwards now when I grab him. Immersion. Hide bodies where they cannot be. For a minute there, I thought you were saying to hide him in the safe room. You know, I'm gonna let this guys. They actually changed a lot more for this one. Oh look, he's sound asleep in the bed. Bloodflies? Yeah, they are the Circanus mosquito. They're kind of like, whatchamacallit. They're just a bloodfly from freaking Fallout 4, practically just with little nests. Oh, I should probably read that for lore. Corvo Tano, accused of assassinating the Emperor. Yeah, how unlikely he would overcome this shame. I'm just trying to see. Nope. Nope, I was just checking if they actually had information on the father thing that we just saw. Wait, this is where I was. They killed the maid. Those assholes. And also, a well assassin can't actually start without funding themselves. And technically, I can just go ahead and just spare him if I wanted to.
If I had two, I'd give him one. It still got me one, but then if I eat it, no, wait. No, if he eats it, then what?
The guards are back. Now, there's something fun, though, you can do with this. Potentially, you can also kill them while doing this, but... you can also knock people out with this, now.
It's kind of dry. Huh?
Traitors.
It actually worked. I don't know what he was talking about. And guess where he's going? He's going with the other guard. I am going to make sure all these playthrough have at least some funny guard placements. Oh, his hand is on his knee. He looks so happy. Why did I go through back here? Did I miss something? No. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. I'm guessing either talking about sharing whiskey, because these guys are all funded by whiskey and cigars, as we already know. Actually, you know what? I am technically cleanup. Noe, you made me want to do this. I'm gonna continue doing it now. Get the chaos of throwing all the bodies off the cliff, outside. And then some random person is gonna wake up outside their house and see a bunch of bodies out there. And then we got the rat plague starting again. And I actually heard a sound this time. Oh, and the best part about this, I don't have a floating sword when I use my spyglass. I know, right? But then also this, I'm actually gonna do Death of the Outsider after I finish Dishonored 2. Off topic. And also, which we just learned from a dev interview months after Deathloop, that it's also set in the Dishonored universe, just not set in the Dishonored, you know, timeline. So we'll be doing Deathloop too after that. And then I think that's probably the end of Immersive Sim Summer, and then figuring out what else to play. By then, I would assume we would be going into Halloween by then. Which means Spooktober.
With the throne room blocked off, we should have the time we need. Just stay here and stall anyone who comes by. I'll be back when I've searched the royal chambers, assuming I don't accidentally lock myself in this damn safe room.
We'll cover for you if anyone from the Duke's party returns. This is exciting.
You can technically just lock this dude up in the safe room, and there you go.
Yes. The natural order is reassured.
And you do have funny ways of doing stuff, but also some messed up stuff of doing stuff. Then again, we had some non-messed up stuff in Dishonored 1, like giving a lady boil to a stalker, for one.
Back at the top, Captain.
Why did that guy sound so much like Garrett / Corvo over there? Oh, that can pull the dude.
I used to hide frogs in this old grandfather clock to drive the housekeepers mad. I thought life was complicated back then.
Emily, I was trying to pull him, not try to get into a lore tidbit, but you know, lore is fine. How are you not coming to a loud clock going off, dude? Oh, hello. Don't mind me, buddy. I'm just gonna go hide over here. Buddy! Who's there? Just me. And you can't actually pick him up while you do this.
This won't leave my hand again.
But it will, Emily, one way or the other. If we had a Dishonored 3, it might happen. Okay, now I'm gonna do something funny, though, before I do put him in the safe room. That's upstairs. That's our way out. But before I do this, I know you want to see something funny. Luckily, I saved it, so... And there he goes.
Traitor. That was for my father.
Okay, now I'm going back. I mean, I could. Get in there. Ramsey, get your ass in there. Here's I can't put him in the fire. I'm trying. He's not going in there. Oh well, I'm gonna open this up and stuff him in there.
Anton Sokolov made this lock.
The actual thing I'm supposed to do. Have fun in there, buddy. In the meantime, I'm not done though. Usually I just go out and just skip and already go out there. I ain't gonna do this time. Oh, and the cool thing is, we have quick saves. Okay, I know, I'll do that after I'm done getting some golds, because we need funding. Emily's, poor now.
Quest for new boots, and what did I get?
You got a sock, buddy.
One night at the body house. One night. Now I'm covered in shankers.
What the hell are shankers? Knives? Did you get shanked, buddy? Wait. Remember what we saw about the glass thing? And also, I'm doing this because I need to talk to him over there. Mr. Corvo Ben Medusad.
I'm hungry.
Which would be nice if we had a Dishonored 3 where we can do that. Be one of the witches? Huh. That would be kind of a neat thing.
Gotta be soon.
I can't get that guy, actually, weirdly enough. So, I have to do the next best thing. I have to throw a bottle at his face.
Gotta keep my mind on my duties.
Even though he was kind of clipping.
That kiss. That sounded like broken glass.
So let's see. Did you hear that?
I hit him in the head and he didn't even wake up. He didn't fall asleep from that.
Someone there?
Yes. Did you not tell by the broken glass?
Look everywhere.
No luck. Be on your guard, all right, boys?
There's only two of you dudes.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Nothing. Puppy Tam.
I was not expecting to be able to grab you while I'm floating on flowers, but here we are. Now, we are going to do the same thing, stuff these guards where all the guards are on the bed, and go from there. And then, before we leave this place, I'm going to close the door on Mortimer. What? And also, why did Emily hire someone who named Mortimer? That's definitely Telltale. Didn't we all know that's a name from evil stuff? Or usually the villain names? The strongest. And I'm just joking. Not all Mortimers are the same, though. Just the ones who are always made evil in media for some reason. Where's the other dude? That's not the dude. There you are. Why are you on top of a dead dude?
Pay for this, but I need to get away from here.
Emily, they're gone. They're gonna pay for this. No one else is coming, Emily. We're done. Alright, now we got the body. We got the bodies. Okay. Now to do the little lore aspect, which is talking to Corvo. Even though Corvo can't hear me, because he's stoned. Or he's stoned. Hey, Corvo.
Father, I don't know how, but I'll make this right. I promise.
Also, I never noticed this. They're usually a stone in this, but I never noticed these things. These little, if you can even see them, they're just little floaty things jittering right now. Now, the other question is, I never figured out.
Ramsey's men barred it so he'd have time to loot my safe room.
Well, I was trying for science.
Senseless slaughter.
Hey, Emily. Oh, isn't that the bodies Corvo just did? Didn't see any kind of just ruining my playthrough I just had in Dishonored 1? Wait a minute. Anything over here? Oh, there is.
Watch over me. Grant me the strength I need.
And yeah, apparently now, in Dishonored 2, you have a lot more interaction and dialogue. Ah! Here we are. So this is where we are. I did not expect to find this here, but this is where we are. This is where we're gonna go in this one. And yeah. We still have other continents we have not seen, or been to. Bristol, for example. I do know, and whatchamacallit, Death of the Outsider, I think we do maybe go on Bristol? It's been a while since I played this. Morley we've never seen. Tivia we've never seen. And yeah, they actually do have it. They actually have it. Like, if you look close enough, you can find it. White Cliff, I don't know what that is. That's just an island. Now, since we already know Deathloop is set in the universe, the question is... It's not set in the same timeline, it's after the set off of, you know, Death the Outsider. Question is, where would it take place? People were speculating Morley and Tivia. And honestly, I can see why they would choose that. But, anywho. You'll see why about the Deathloop connection when we get to that. Okay, now to do what Onoi wanted. But yeah, I actually also wanted to look at the map, because I also wanted to, whatchamacallit, save it for myself, because I actually wanted to look at it. And I did save, didn't I? I better have. But yep, that's the map, Onoi. Okay. You said put them in between the door? Right? Like that? Let me see where the door is, actually. I'll just try this. Yes.
Traitor. That was for my father.
Your answer is yes. It just turns him into paste. He just... Wow. Well, since oh, it saved me at that point. Wow. You can just see his hand. Oh no. Good God. But yeah, you can just have fun with what you can do in this game. And the reason I chose No Game Plus is right. Technically, they always want low chaos.
Got what you wanted, Ramsey. The Imperial Suite atop Dunwall Tower. Stay put until this is all set straight, Ramsey. Enjoy the rations.
Yeah, you can be kind of ruthless in this.
Next to a fortune.
And also, Sokolov and Jay, whatever that is. Oh yeah, we got newspapers.
The Crown Killer must be connected to all this, with the Duke and Delilah.
Pistols that I'm never gonna use. Hey, why do we have bone charms in here?
I have a feeling I'll need these.
No, Emily, we won't. Technically, you won't need that. You would have Corvo stuff in here if you did that. Now the real test. Nope.
The reserves won't help against Delilah, even if I had a way to carry it all out of here.
You got sometimes, Emily, as Fallout New Vegas would say, you gotta let go. Oh. Why does Emily keep this in her safe? Why would you do this? And in case you were wondering, that was the Golden Cat, those two Pendleton brothers we just sent into the mines. Emily, the hell? Why would you... Ah, here we are. Now we have some lore for you, Honor. An act of rebellion, young Jessamine Colwyn chose Corvo as her royal protector when Cora was 19 and she was, 12. Aha. Okay. He served her as loyally as a bodyguard, courier, and some say spy, before and after she was crowned empress. Though it was scandalous gossip at the time, it was began the love affair in 1823, when Jessamine was 18 and Corvo 25. Okay, thank God, Corvo. The next chapter of Tano's life is like something out of a legend. This is the rat plague stuff that we already know about. The romantic involvement between Corvo, Tano, and the Empress Jessamine was a terribly kept court secret, and thus it is widely held that Emily Colwyn is their daughter. Following the interregnum, Corvo watched over Emily as she began rule over Empire of the Isles. There's your answer. And some of the book stuff that they covered, thank God they covered that.
Old Samuel made this. I'm glad he didn't live to see me driven out of Dunwall Tower.
And that's also a little secret you can find. Part 1 again. Here's some Corvo lore. His father died in a lumber accident. He was a annual Blade veteran and a attorney, I think, or something like that. Yep. Technically, Corvo hails from Sakanos. There we go. Corvo lore, when we're not playing Corvo. Is there anything else in here I'm missing? No? Okay. What was with that jump, Emily? So there you go. And also, when I was reading that, I was immediately thinking, immediately thought, oh, they were in a relationship at the time. Yeah, that was not... No Corvo, if that was the case. Because usually I just skip that stuff.
Until I understand this, I have to go into hiding. I should make my way to the docks.
Not entirely. That's heavier. Emily, again, why do you keep these? You'll see what Emily's gonna have when we get to her. There is also a lot more funny glitches in this game, though, that you can do.
I've gotta get out of Dunwall.
Like, I don't know how to do it myself, because I never did the glitches, but I just want to see. Apparently, you can do a glitch where you can just fly when you zoom in. Nope. And I might die. Yes. Unless they patch that out. Oh no. But apparently you can fly all the way down there with you use your telescope. I don't know how to do it, personally. No, I can't do it. I don't know the glitch well enough to do it. You can fall from a moderate height without taking damage. But yeah, there's a glitch that may still be unpatched that you can do. With the spyglass. Here,
Somehow Delilah turned my father to stone.
He's Medusa.
Find a way to undo it.
Here, no, I'm actually gonna pull the video from YouTube itself. I actually do have it. I have seen it before. Give me a quick second. Let's see. Dishonored 2 glitches. I'm gonna pull it through the phone since it's a lot easier. And this was dating from a year ago. Oh, really? Yeah, this is the Dishonored glitch video right here. It's actually pretty funny, but yeah. On that note, though, I am resuming the game now. Oh, now I have my stats. Global. Well, at least now you'll see my global stats. But yeah. No, I'm not going to do that on stream. And I don't even think I have a... Well, I might have a free skull mouse, but I'm not going to do that. I just want to see if I could do it for funny memes. Is that a whale? I think that's whale oil. Oh, hey, buddy. And now we get to see just how long we need to keep grabbing onto you.
You're
I'm gonna...
not fit for the watch uniform.
Emily, stop it. If I had Blink right now, or your grabby hand, I would use it. Oh, and her pull is hilarious. Now the thing is, I'm curious if I'm actually gonna have his powers. Because I don't recall.
The city is crawling with the Duke's men.
It has been...
Bad news.
What?
Ramsey's missing.
Since 2017 since I last played this.
Royal quarters, and Emily Caldwin has apparently fled the tower. We've got to find her. That's it. You've got your orders. Spread out and find the fugitive. We're in this with the Duke of Circano, sink or swim.
Oh, they killed the poor guard again. Oh, another dead guy. Hey, buddy. I wasted my time going down here, actually. There are multiple ways to deal with enemy encounter. Yes, how about this?
So if I have two, and I give him one, I still got to be I hate this wool. It itches like mad. Why can't I wear my regular clothes?
Thanks, buddy. But yeah, that's actually a pretty funny video I've sent in there.
The former Empress, Emily Caldwin, has been accused of high crimes against the state.
It's so funny that this gives you much more incentive to try and do combat right now. When the last game was saying, oh, you should definitely not be doing combat right now. Oh, don't need that.
Attention, Dunwall citizens.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. As of today, Delilah Caldwin is our new empress.
There is actually something you can do here. Buddy. Buddy, you didn't see me, buddy.
Is now wanted for treason.
You didn't see me.
Any of you found harboring Emily Caldwin will be fined and arrested.
And here's the funny thing. You can actually now knock them out in combat.
Your advice is...
What's going on?
Nothing?
Nothing here? Let's have a look around.
Ow. Hey, buddy. Oh. Well, I died. Yes, so much better. So basically, when you do go into combat, even though it's still not recommended, you can still at least knock them out now. And we're back where we started. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just trying to...
Listen up.
Okay, maybe not a good idea. There was nothing, guys. You saw nothing. And they saw me all. Damn it. My greed. Emily's a greedy greed.
The city is crawling with the Duke's men.
Listen up, I have bad news. Ramsey's missing.
Good.
Corporal Moore checked the royal quarters, and Emily Caldwin has apparently fled the tower. We've got to find her. That's it, you've got your orders. Spread out and find the fugitive. We're in this with the Duke of Circano, sink or swim. There's no way to turn back now.
Technically, if you were to play this solo, or without powers, this is how it would be. Oh, hello! Buddy, I didn't know you were there. Come here. And yes, you had to you had to time it, just like you would parry in Elden Ring Dark Souls.
Hail Delilah, first of her name. Further, the former Empress, Emily Caldwin, is
If you mistime it, you have to do what I just did earlier.
Any of you found harboring Emily Caldwin will be fined and arrested.
So yeah, it's a really good change. I do like it. Now, there is actually a safe and a I was talking about a safe, and there it is. I'll look into it after the stream, because I'll definitely pull it off. Oh, look, it's our friends, the rats! The little rats made a return. They're not really our friends, they're gonna kill us. If we let them. There was a printing press in here, I believe. But yeah, I'll definitely look into that post-stream. In fact, Noe, I'll definitely save that link after I'm done here.
Sure, he knows how to talk with the boss. What a lick spill.
No. Can I read? Of course I can read. What do you think? I'm stupid.
There is supposed to be something in here. Hey, dude.
So it's a coup. The Caldwins have finally fallen.
Hey, guys.
See that? Shh. We shouldn't be talking about this.
Until later, then.
Oh. Wow. That's actually interesting.
Not this time.
There it is. I found it. So apparently this is a press that you can actually grab more loot from. And if we want, let's see.
Who wants to keep watch over a place where someone was just gutted, even if it was an ass like Ichabod Boyle?
Ichabod Boyle, haha. So basically, whatchamacallit. Oh, I see.
Keep my mind on my duties.
Oh, I see. So it's kind of like this. Like this. Basically, you unsheath, unsheath, sheath, unsheath. Yeah, I'll have to look into it after the stream. Nope. Emily. Well, now we might just pull a guy up. I'll look into that, but it's just so funny.
Maybe the crown killer will come back. Might be wounded.
And this is why we don't press random buttons, Emily. I'm talking about myself, though. The Boyles.
Oh man, I hope the crown killer doesn't come back. Nasty business. Killing Ichabod Boyle like that.
Wait, a Boyle? Huh. The Boyles never catch a break, do they? And since this bottle seems to...
Oh, that sounded like broken glass.
Hey, buddy, don't mind me. What the hell happened over there? It's somebody else. A little more. Come on, hit me again, buddy. Ow. Thanks, buddy. Actually, Dowd is an old man at the time of this. You will see when we get to Death of the Outsider, because he does show up in that. He doesn't show up in this, he only shows up in, like, lore and mentions, that's about it. But no, people are assuming Emily's killing all her opponents and all that stuff. That's what they call this, another Return of the Crown Killer. And basically, Emily's trying to... Really, she's not really ruling, because she also doesn't want to do the job. That's why when we saw the beginning, Corvo was saying, "Oh, I see you moonlighting on the rooftops and all that stuff." Oh, and best change, by the way. I can finally freaking slide while running. But that, yeah. So that's what the crown killer is, and this is one of their stuff right now.
Is that Ichabod Boyle, another victim of the crown killer just days ago in Dunwall?
We will actually do a mission involving the crown killer, by the way. But yeah, I actually usually skip over this in my playthrough. Or my old playthroughs. Nothing to yoink? Okay, we are getting the hell out of here then. Yoink. Ah, here it is. Boyles never catch a break, do they? It took so long, and it carries over into Dishonored 2. Or, Dishonored Death of the Outsider. Carries over to Dishonored 2 while playing Dishonored 2. Haha! But yes, it needed it for so long. Wait, is that? No, it's not. But we're gonna see the nice beachy place, which is called Serkonos soon. Hey, dude. Don't mind me. Anything over there to grab? No. But yeah, the combat in here is so much smoother. Some rattos. I'm going to take the high ground. I'm going to do the Obi-Wan trick here.
Supposed to do now?
Not my concern, citizen.
Same.
I advise you to return to your home.
If you do find them out, Honor, let me know.
That's it for my shop. The entire month will be ruined.
I'll try when I'm not in a place where I actually am going to start combat. I know you can also just knock guards over with slide, like, hold on. You can do that to guards, or you can trait for it, hold on. Let me show that. You see that guard over there?
Now we're all on edge.
Who's this?
You can do that. Technically, you can also do it to have more force when your powers and just, like, go down and then do it like that and hit them. Like I said, the combat in here is a lot better, despite, you know, somehow Delilah returned. But yeah.
A body? Here? Huh? What?
No, no.
2 coins for that cat lap? Well, no more, thank you. Place is a dump anyway.
Buddy, why would it... What? Anyway. Just that random commentary when getting this noble lady over here or something. Civilian. And also, isn't that one of the Dark Elf voices from Oblivion / Skyrim? Oh, this is a dead dude. Wait, a dead dude. Don't mind the excitement, this is actually a good distraction. Or not? Really? On the other hand, we don't have the rock plague anymore. Yeah, don't mind me, dude. I'm just coming for the health potion. I just want the health potion since these can be pretty expensive at the black market. Wait, are you seeing the body?
What the?
Wait, what? Wait, he is? Who's he voicing this? Wait, does he voice Jintosh? It's the only one of the roles I think he would... Oh! That dude is cool when we get to him. He is also another guy touched by the outsider.
Is now punishable by death. Aid the city watch in this time of transition.
He's actually a really unique, a really cool dude, and he shows up in one of my favorite missions in the game. I actually never knew that. I know they have the Duke of Sarkonos as another high tier voice actor, or another what? I wish I can English. Another high tier actor too. Like I think he was Wilson Fisk in the Daredevil stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna hydrate while I wait for this guard to patrol. Cool. Now let's go see our friend.
Who's there?
Now that I know I can do this, I'm just gonna use that a lot. And technically, that's just half my speed without the outsider powers, by the way. Yeah, that dude's gonna know if I do that. Well, time to go with the slaughterfish. Why are there rats in the water? Really? That just sounded so much like the familiar voice. That's interesting.
Is there any chance? Lady, you want to hear what I've got to say. I guarantee it. Lady Emily, you won't get far with that face. Stamped on half the coins in the city.
There's a coup underway and I'm being blamed for the Crown Killer murders. I don't care what my face looks like.
My name's Megan Foster. I work with an old ally of yours, Anton Sokolov.
That is interesting, though. It just sounded familiar from that. But,
and I came to warn you.
I know, Anton, but Corvo's gone. The Duke of Sarkonos is here with a woman named Delilah. They massacred everyone in the throne room. Then she did something I can't explain. There was nothing to do but run.
Sometimes that's all you can do. This is my ship, the Dreadful Whale. We can head out as soon as you're ready.
I need to get to Karnaca where the Crown Killer murders started. Delilah must have been down there for a while, and I've got to figure out what's going on.
You're Corvo's daughter. I'll give you that. Should we go?
Again, we don't have much of a choice here.
Yes, I'm ready.
And now we have a new thing over here. There was a second painting, too. And look who makes a return. The one thing they also did change, though, is actually whatchamacallit. You'll see. They did change a they did change a voice actor. That is interesting, though. I just recognized the voice. But speaking of voice actors, here we are again.
Am I still aboard Megan's ship? It feels odd.
Well, oh. Well, isn't this familiar?
Where am I?
And also, I will say the void in this is much different.
Closer. Watching.
Empress Emily Caldwin. I am a friend of your father's from the bad old days. I never expected us to meet. I watched your mother die at the hands of schemers who wanted your little empire. Then you were rescued by a man in a strange mask. I thought that was the end of the excitement. But someone yanked the rug from under your feet. You've lost your throne and your father. And I promise, Delilah won't just give them back. So, what are you prepared to do about it? Your Imperial Majesty? And are you clever enough to do it without spilling a river of blood? I asked Corvo those questions 15 years ago. This is the moment that changed him. Now it's your turn.
You're a little fast, outsider. That's your dialogue. Technically, I do that on off-stream because apparently I hear it's a lot of fun to do and you get some unique dialogue changes. I do definitely say do that if you are going to want to do that on a second or later playthrough. But since we also want fun and chaos...
It burns from the inside. I feel like I'm standing at the edge of something.
And also to test a theory.
All the stories, they're true.
Of course they're true.
Incredible.
So this is Emily's power.
I'm gonna save my father and reclaim the throne.
This is the ones she comes with. Technically, if you were to play alone, each character would get different power. Corvo would have his classic, his blink would actually feature, you have much more upgrade ability, stuff like that. And this one, yes, that's an anti-grav, by the way, there, Unknowy. That was the anti-grav moment.
Mentioned being here once.
When, Emily?
I know you. Do you remember? It's been so long, and you've been through so much.
That's just confirming something they didn't really touch on.
It's good to know you're there.
Mother?
They only hinted towards it, like, said it once.
Not here. In my hand.
But if you do this interesting, I hear if you aim this heart, endowed in Dishonored 1, you get unique dialogue.
For a while. If only I could reach
And confirmation that the heart is her.
And take you into my arms. But I have this to offer. My gift and my curse. Summon me to your hand.
Secondly,
I will guide you when I can.
Secondly, I also wonder... She probably at this point wants to move the hell on. And the outsider just keeps his heart as... like almost a trophy at this point.
There are no stars in the sky here. There's no
Oh,
sun.
and also... I don't have to keep this thing out now. I can now just do this. Quality of life changes.
Who is Delilah really? How could she?
That
I don't understand.
That thing right there is going... We're going to encounter them in the first mission. I maybe spoil a little bit, but that's all I'm gonna say. A whalebone with, you know...
There's no one quite like
Oh.
Delilah. I watched her pull herself up from blood and filth until she was in a
And you were saying that Delilah, the outsider, had a role in this? He just keeps adding that feeling to it.
Art and magic, with a cunning that makes fawning sycophants of those around her. All of it leading to what you saw at Dunwall Tower. Delilah's playing the long game. She took all the abuse the world could deal out, and now she has a crown. But I'll let you in on a secret. She's got her eyes set on a much greater prize.
And now we're in the
When I
game.
was 10 years old, bored with my lessons, I dreamed about sword fighting and sailing the ocean. Now I'm realizing that the world is stranger than I ever imagined. Everything I know has been turned on its head, but I'm dealing with it the best I can. When you look at the great jeweled map at Dunwall Tower, Karnaca is the southernmost port in the Empire. A fat, red ruby. That's how I always thought of it.
And if we looked at the map earlier, it had a
The
ruby.
sea smells like the ocean and strange spices. Up close, it's a tangled story of blood and ambition. the birthplace of my father. Megan Foster is a stranger, but there's something that makes me want to trust her, despite her guarded disposition. She got me out of Dunwall, and I need answers. Delilah and the Duke made me look like a murderer, using the Crown Killer to butcher my political adversaries. They took what was mine, and I'm gonna get it back.
And remember that how we got that boat? There it is. Oh, the pre-order stuff. Yep. You can still get that. Oh, wait, can I? Wait, hold on. I need to check something really quick. Did I have to do this all over again where I didn't actually bind my inventory again? Journal. I'm just checking if I didn't miss a bind. Oh. Okay, let me go into my journal. Okay, there we are. Oh, there we are. You can also, they also changed up that stuff too. Now, you see all that? Runes carried 79, that's from New Game Plus. Now this is also, I wouldn't have these powers if I was playing Emily. I wouldn't have Wind Blast, I wouldn't have Devouring Swarm, I wouldn't have Bend Time, and I wouldn't have Blink. I wouldn't, or Possession. I would instead be having this. I think Dark Vision is just universal between the two. This, that. Domino is freaking fun. And this. And then these, everything, these are also universal. And this is a unique system too, the bone charm crafting. And the reason I have so many is this. Yes, and also whatever you do have in, whatchamacallits, whatever you spent, carry over for a number of New Game Pluses. Technically, you can have every power you want. I just kept it just to actually showcase that too. Technically, I could if I wanted to. This is actually just making it easier to have some fun there. I'm just going to do what I did in the base game, which is grab these. And this will help with knocking folks out. Yeah. That's how New Game Plus is. Gonna grab this. And then the fun part is, I don't even know, I think you have a choice here. I'm gonna go towards, oh, I thought there would be a choice. But yeah, no. And then reflexes is just basic. And yeah, I'm not gonna actually make it so broken that I'm going to screw over the playthrough. I could. I'm not going to yet. I am just going to unlock some of the fun things. Now this is where I think the changes happen. This is actually turns it so that this is basically like the assassin power you get from Dishonored, from the DLC of Knife of Dunwall and stuff. And this. Wait, I actually can't open. Really? Oh, that sucks. I actually didn't want to grab that because of that reason. Shadow Walk is not something, but Domino is something I do want. And you'll see why. Mostly this. And this is another fun power. So technically I kind of am cheating this, but this is also because I actually did play the game back in the day. But I'm not going to do it to the point where I'm going to game break it. Let's see. But I do want to show her powers off, so this is part of the reason I'm doing it too. There. So that's Emily's powers. And they also nerfed Dark Vision, which I also want to show too. Okay, well, I'm gonna grab all these too, so there we are. We still have to grab runes anyway. But, on that note though, I do want to showcase some of the systems. Since I do realize I don't have that. Hold on. I want to show this too, as well. Show them some of the new things you can actually experiment and have fun with. There. There we are. There we are, and look at that, we got the crossbow back. Technically, when you start the game off, you just have this. Which I forgot to upgrade, by the way. I did all that, and I forgot to do that. So here's the fun part. Here, you'll see this. Actually, no, that might kill oh, no. That won't kill him. We're done there. Now we're done. Now, there's also something in here we can grab too. One thing I never figured out though is actually getting that door open. Because they have little activities you can do. Such as this. You can hear the character's thoughts, Emily's thoughts, Corvo's thoughts. Okay. Wait, I wonder. Oh. No, that doesn't work that way. Here I was trying to figure out how to get that door open, and I don't even know how to get that door open again, because it has been years since last playing this. But the point is, there's some good things in that room that I do kind of want to grab. Nothing. Well, I guess I'll just go here for now.
Must be cursed. You're up.
Oh, hello.
When you're ready to talk, I'll tell you what I know.
We'll get to you in a minute.
Always tinkering, painting, or living life with gusto. That's Sokolov.
And also, these are the dudes.
Dearest Emily, or must I say, your Imperial Majesty.
I'll always miss my lessons with Anton Sokolov. He made so many clever devices during my mother's time.
By this so-called crown killer. When I left Crystal years ago, I swore
And also, the thing is that we need to realize about Dishonored 2, though, it is much longer in its missions now, too. We used to have like 1 to 2 zones in Dishonored 1. This one jumps it up by...
But here in Karnaca, I've uncovered a terrible conspiracy against you. Here, at the bottom of the Empire, the cobblestones smell of death and corruption. I'm staying with an associate, Megan Foster, aboard her vessel, the Dreadful Whale.
It's presumed, and also, whatchamacallit, Piero, wherever he was touched by the Outsider as well in his dreams. In fact, his stuff in the dreams was actually part of the reason that whatchamacallit, Corvo has the mask. But I think that's a known fact at this point. But yeah, it's presumed.
All right. You've explained part of it. But what were you and Sokolov doing here?
The old man loved Karnaca, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer. He wanted to warn Corvo.
I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm just going to say it's covered in the first mission.
Corruption, street violence. I didn't give it much mind. Usually the local authorities resolve that sort of thing.
The new Duke has let things slide. But Sokolov concluded...
Also, this is the only first instance we encounter this in the entire, whatchamacallit, Dishonored universe, this mission.
Stories, you know that's unusual.
This is one of the more unique ones because of the aspect you can find in it.
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could, toward Addermeyer Institute. It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers, the Crown Killer.
And now the cool part is, now you can actually have your little board you can look at, kind of like a little investigative stuff.
The Crown Killer has to be eliminated, and if the alchemist will cooperate, maybe I can learn something about what happened to Sokolov. Wish me luck.
And also, Megan's our new boatman, our new Samuel.
Sokolov's as good as dead. When you get done at the Institute, disable the watchtower. Once it's down, I'll bring the boat around. We'll take the skiff to the shore when you're ready.
This Dr. Hypatia. She seems to represent the good that's possible within the Empire.
But no, that was not actually a witch.
Delilah. My aunt, if that's really true. She has a twisted way of looking at the world.
I mean, technically, she should be in a painting in the ending of Dishonored 1 DLC.
But Corvo served under Luca's father, and said Theodanis was a good man.
That's interesting. Now, the Duke, whatchamacallit, Duke stuff is actually an interesting storyline.
The Duke couldn't have pulled off the coup without someone inside the City Watch.
And then we see this.
So the Crown Killer was a tool of the Duke's coup. The murders had a calculated effect. Sokolov seems so much older now.
I mean, how many years does it take place? Emily is how old now?
It looks like the overland route to the Addermeyer Institute.
And this is Karnaca. I would want to do the door thing, but, you know... Oh, wait, hold up. No, there isn't. Well, it does have stuff in there. I would suggest... what should we call it? About, give or take, yeah. About 15 years. Thanks for picking out on that. I actually didn't notice that.
Ready for me to drop you at the docks?
Let's go see the streets where my father grew up.
Off we go then.
I'm probably not going to be able to do the whole mission tonight.
Recognized.
But at least I'm going to start it off tonight and then resume it on Saturday. So at least kick it off. And maybe at least leave off, if we're fast enough, maybe even get into the mission itself. We got a new skiff.
I'll take you to Addermeyer by boat, but security's too tight. The Grand Guard have a
Also, I just realized her outfit's really jittery right now.
Station. Before his death, the old Duke of Serkonos spent decades building up Karnaca. After Duke Luca took over, he started draining the wealth out of the city as fast as he could.
Megan, did you not see that we just sunk for a minute?
Having more fun here than we were in Dunwall, it seems.
Watch yourself on the way to Addermeyer. The Duke's given the Grand Guard run of the city. Strangers get attacked on sight.
I'll keep my head down.
This is a good spot. Reach Addermeyer.
Okay, Noe, you ready to see these fun little powers? Technically, whatchamacallit, Emily's powers are more non-lethal.
I'll see you later at Addermeyer. Just wait to bring up the boat until after I've disabled the watchtower.
So, when we get to the when we find a guard... Oh, there's the old chaos level.
That's Addermeyer in the distance.
Yep, that's where we need to go.
Maybe a little more.
And now we have the new, whatchamacallit, The new potion, the Admire.
Give the group time to load up whatever contraband they're no doubt waiting on.
And also time to take the heart out.
Good thought. They give us a piece of the confiscation?
Yeah, we pass it along to another ship at a distance.
Alright, let's see. Let's see what the heart has to say.
He made a big show of embracing the old widow to hide that he was tugging the silver brooch off her jacket.
Dust everywhere, no matter what you do.
They're playing some card games. Don't worry about it. I'm just doing it for reasons.
For all they listen.
Better off in the void.
Hello there.
Oh. You remember how we got that strength thing? I want to show something really funny here. Hey guys, you like bar fights?
Huh? What?
I
don't want to die. Help me! Someone!
now?
Anyone!
What's going on here?
That's not right. Someone protect me!
The blood flies are disgusting this year. What's next? It's enough to make a man crazy.
You know, I was not expecting that. But okay. Let me try this one again.
You had it coming.
Buddy, I threw it at your face.
Get away.
Oh, there we go. So the barkeep was the guy who got... Oh, he's dead.
He's made a dog's breakfast of the whole thing.
Well, I'm glad I had a save there, because I'm doing the same thing I did with Dishonored 1. He died from getting a bottle to his face. God damn it, Emily's killing again. And also, I don't have sleep bolts. This is gonna be a lot harder.
It's a relief. Don't know what I hate to deserve that.
Oh, where's the... Oh, it's over there. Right, Ascension? Hello, Whale. Thank you, Whale.
What are we supposed to do now? We're out of money.
Oh, here's something. Oh, wait, how much do I have on here? I need to check something power cost-wise. Hold up. It won't even tell me. Wait, it won't even tell me how much it costs. What are you doing, Ascension? Wait, hold up. And also, I also changed up the movebot timing, so yay. Well, it doesn't actually tell me how much it costs. Well, that's fun to have.
What are you covering your face for?
What am I covering my face for? He's just stoned now. It's fine. He just got Medusa'd. I need to check something else too, because I actually did whatchamacallit's strength. Let's see. Okay. So why did that guy die from getting a thrown object to his face? I need to try something again. I'm gonna do more bottle service, because I'm curious. Hey dudes. This guy's unaware. Okay. Don't worry about it, dude. Dude. Okay, now I can't choose my power for some reason.
What's going on here?
Compliance is mandatory.
I can't let you get away so easily. You don't stand a chance.
Waiting for me? Comforting about this.
If only I can choose my powers in here. For some reason, it's not letting me do it. I actually have to pause it. There it is. Oh, I know. I don't have to do it. See, these guys are having so much fun right now.
I don't want to die.
Okay, I got enough joking around now. But yeah, Corvo is turned into a stone. or he's stoned. One or the other. It's the same thing for him, at least.
Fellow Sir Conan, in the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement.
Alright. And also, I just realized why. Oh, hey, he's knocked out.
Hard times under the Duke and his Grand Guard. A man has to be ready
And
for
technically, you can actually steal from all your black markets if you wanted.
Don't be greedy, friend. Oh, you're kind.
And now we got a beggar dude.
If you want to get past that wall of light, I've heard people sneaking through this blood fly infested apartment.
This guy is always going to be with us, I believe, in every mission.
Grand Guard checkpoint.
I wonder if it's Sokolov in disguise.
Let's hope you never need help.
Okay, I just wanted health potions, dude, and your sleep darts, which I do not have. And now you just hate me now. What are you gonna do with sleep darts, my dude? I need my sleepies.
An underground market. Illegal trade means weapons and ammunition.
And also the dialogue in this is a lot more funny.
Come in. If you've found this place, I'll trade with you.
I recognize that voice too. Oh, I get all my upgrades from my last playthrough. Everything I found in my last playthroughs, I get it in this.
Let's see. I have some upgrade plans for your gear.
Ah, cheaper. How much do I even have? 1,000? Okay.
I'll take that deal.
And also, now you can masterwork your thing too now. You can masterwork your weapons.
You won't regret it.
And then over here. Over here. Okay, there we are.
Enjoy the air here. I, for one, ain't
Just like, these guys are kind of like the guys that Dowd had. Oh, that's the black market.
This is what I have for upgrading your equipment.
I am going to actually grab this.
Glad we could do business. Come back soon.
Bye, Drifter from Destiny 2.
Here.
Okay. Breakable door, right. Remember how we grabbed strength? Hold up here. I should have that unlocked. I don't have that unlocked. Warning, this is noisy. Now, oh, Emily, no. Locked doors are no problem for us. Alright, let me go ahead and look.
Fellow Sir Conan, let us rejoice at the crowning of our new Empress Delilah Baldwin I and the eminent
I mean, we can't really go into there until we gear up anyway, so... Okay, where is this bone charm? I hear you somewhere. Oh, you're over there. Oh, you're over there. I think I know what over there is. Or not. Huh. Oh, I got a banana! Or a full plantain, technically.
So many hands built this place, and it is so grand.
Was
so grand. It could have been a paradise for all. He told them the building was safe and took a month's rent up front. He didn't mention the bloodfly situation.
Yeah, well, we may as well start off before we're getting close to end time, so...
Flies stop us.
I'm in. Just remember to move slowly, and don't get too close.
It's infested, all right. Move slowly, stay away from the nests, and try to avoid getting filled with bloodfly venom and eggs.
Yep, those are our new, rats.
Going through there puts us on the other side of the wall.
Those are the new rats of Sarkanos for some reason. They're actually less of a pain to deal with. It's upstairs, actually. Don't mind me, little bloodies. I know you're from Fallout 4. Oh, hello. There. All you have to do to get past them is sneak. And be very, very quiet. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I have something that can just grab that. Oh, no, 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 no. Emily, bad. Emily, no. Emily. I'm getting stung to death by the bees. The bees. Okay. Well, I wasn't expecting to get stung to death by bees, but here we are. At least they don't hurt. But yeah, in comparison though, they're nothing like the rats. I threw a bottle. You don't have to freak out, buddies. Nothing over there. Yeah, hi, buddies. Bye, buddies. Don't mind me. I know I killed one of your nests, but just let me out.
Everyone is looking for me. It might pay to be discreet.
It might pay to be discreet. Well, I make the loudest noises in that entire room. I think about going over there, actually. I think that's an outsider shrine. I'm going to save, and I think we're probably going to call it at that outsider shrine, actually. And meanwhile, while I forget, I need to put that bone charm on that I have. And also, neat thing is, each bone charm, and get different, can get changed but from whoever you play. Like Corvo would have one for him, Emily her.
Rat. I told you what would happen if you reported me. I warned you. Please, you gave me no choice.
Oh, this is something.
It's too late for that.
Hold up.
Well, guess what happened?
You can actually save the dude.
Get away! Come back here! No use running!
And what I just did there, just saved that dude. Yeah, there is actually something you can actually get to save that dude.
What was that?
And that was it. If you don't save him, I don't know if he counts towards a death or not. But now we're starting to see a little bit of the lag. Or the latency hit. Okay, don't do that, Emily. There we are. We're trying to do the Dowd trick again. But this time it's Emily.
To turn from the seven strictures risking endless existence.
There we are.
Move along. We're conducting a search for heretical artifacts.
I told her, if you want my advice, just...
I'm also distracted by a kitten in the background.
On the authority of the Abbey.
Something wrong?
Don't mind me. It was nothing. It was absolutely nothing. Just Emily just hitting a door. Don't have to freak out.
Hello? Anybody? Don't make me search the whole place. I don't have time for that.
What was that?
Don't mind me.
What's going on? What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Nothing happened. And a bunch of overseers getting all anxious. Oh yeah, remember the double jump?
Anyone here?
The deviant
Show yourself.
are drowned in dark waters.
Okay, here's some fun things I can do. Come here, buddy. I can do that. I didn't realize I can do. Just kick him and he goes flying. Ah, here it is. An outsider shrine for us to finish off on.
Karnaca was a lovely city once. Before the Duke began choking the life out of the place. Before the Crown Killer started painting the walls red. Now you're here. And I have to wonder whether you're gonna give it that final nudge.
Maybe.
Or pull it back from the edge.
Who knows?
We've both seen cities go bad before.
I mean, Emily lived it.
Blood and betrayal. It's happening
Alright,
again.
I just checked my watch list for anybody in raid, and doesn't look like anyone for tonight. I am going to save here, though. I shall pick this up on Saturday. Actually, no, you know what? I'm not gonna oh, wait, yeah, it is. Okay, I'm gonna pick this up on Saturday, and we shall resume it then. Thank you. Oh. Grab that first. Now save it. Gotta get the loot goblin. Okay, on that note, though, I shall see y'all on Saturday. In the meantime, have a good one. Have a good evening, and good night. Take care, everyone.